In this lesson, we'll be learning the chords in the C major key. Alright, let's begin with the first chord, which is the C major chord. I'll demonstrate. So the notes are C, E, and G. Played together, it sounds like this. I can do the same thing with my right hand. C, E, and G. And it sounds like. Great. So now let's have you try it out on your keyboard. So as we remember, the fingers have numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, starting with the thumb. So if you want to play the C major chord with our right hand, then the thumb or the first finger is going to be placed on the C. And the third finger or the middle finger is going to be placed on the E. And the fifth finger or the pinky is going to be placed on the G. So as you notice, I didn't play 3 notes that are right next to each other like this, but I played 3 notes that have notes in between. So I played C, skipped the D, went on to E, skipped the F, and went on to G. And then I have C, E, G. So what exactly is a chord, right? So a chord, or a basic chord, we call a triad. Tri meaning 3, because there are 3 notes that constructs a triad chord. So in a chord, there can be more notes than 3. You can have 4 notes, you can even have lots more notes. But the most basic chord we call a triad with 3 notes. So let's have you play a chord that has the lowest note or the lowest sounding note as the F. So I call it the F major chord. So if we're going to play it with our left hand, we're going to place our pinky on the F. We skip the G, which is right here. We move on and play the A. We don't play the B, we skip the B, and we play the C. So we have F, A, C, and it sounds like this. Great, so this is the F major chord. And the reason why I say F is because F is the note that is most on the left or the note that sounds the lowest. So as you remember, we call this the C major chord because the lowest note is the C. Great. So what if we wanted to play the G major chord? So the lowest sounding note is going to be a G. Yes. Great. So we're going to place our pinky, we're going to play with our left hand, on the G. We're going to skip the A and play the B. We're going to skip the C and play the D. So it sounds like this. Great, so let's do the same. Let's play the same chord with the right hand. So we're going to place the lowest. So the lowest note is going to be a G, which we're going to play with our thumb. And the middle note is going to be a B. And the highest note is going to be a D. So we don't play the A nor the C. And it sounds like this. Great. So what about the chord that has the lowest note as A? So I play the A, skip the B, and play the C, skip the D, and play the E. Now, if we listen closely, you may notice that this chord sounds a bit different in character or the emotional affect than the C, F, or the G chord. So what makes this chord sound a bit different? So I'm going to sing and play the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star along with with the chords in my left hand and experiment. So we have Twinkle Twinkle Little Star than we're used to. It sounds a bit sad and melancholy. So what if I play the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with the C major chord in my left hand? So that would be this one with the lowest note as a C. So that sounds more like the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star that we're used to hearing, right? And I'm going to do the same thing with the F major chord in the left hand. And what you can do is you can also sing along with it, since we haven't gotten to the level of being able to play the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So we have da da dee da 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 da. All right, that also sounds quite happy, like the normal Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. What about in G? So what makes a minor chord and a major chord different? So we won't go into the musical theory of it until later, but for now, we can say that the minor chord sounds more sad and melancholy in comparison to the major chord. So let's hear it again. Here's A minor, and here are the major chords such as C major, F major, and G major. So now you know the basic difference between a major and a minor chord, and now you can also play the 4 basic chords, which are C, F, G, and A, which are going to be the building blocks to playing any sort of popular music and worship music.